Welcome back to Alice Madness Returns with me, your host, Ben Davis. I hope you watched that extra special episode where I finally was able to beat that stupid room. But I did it. That's the only thing that matters. In this episode, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. I think that we will... I think we're going to beat Chapter 2. If we don't... Whoa! I didn't know that was a thing. If we don't beat Chapter 2, I imagine we'll get close enough to beating it that I will be able to do it in the next episode. So, I don't know if I've introduced myself and all that stuff. My name is Ben Davis. We've gone through a lot of this chapter. Now things are starting to get pretty damn dark, which I'm totally fine with. But it is definitely taking a dark turn. I couldn't tell if those fish were still, like, breathing or if that's the water ripples.
Every picture tells a story. Sometimes we don't like the ending. Sometimes we don't understand it.
Let's see what this picture says. Who was that? Did I ever meet this guy? The mayor. Interesting. I never met him, so don't feel like guilty that I didn't save the day or anything, but oh, that is really vicious. But at the same time, it's like they are definitely painting whoever did this in a very bad light. So I suspect we're looking at the Carpenter and the Walrus as our guilty parties. But you know, you can't judge too quickly, man. You don't know. You don't know for sure who did it, man. Okay, Stairway to Nowhere, it appears. What about you? What are you? You are also nothing. Okay, nothing to do but to go forward. Oh, darn it. You know what I forgot to do again? Start the damn timer. So, okay. Timer started. Hopefully this episode won't go too long. Let's get our bearings back. See where we are. I don't see any hints in the environment. I know we're in the theater. It's just a matter of which side of the theater are we in. Okay, we're on the other side. There's the music fish and the octopus. What do they think about what's happening? They don't seem to care. And here's the play. Looks as though there is a fishy audience. So, I wonder why there was a massacre. Yet, here we are again, and nobody seems to mind what's going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show!
Oh, he has a nail in his eyebrow. Never noticed that.
What a bizarre show.
Whoa!
That's quite enough of that, I think. Enough preliminaries. Here's the performance you've been waiting for. Proves I'm without prejudice and have a fine sense of humour. Sword and crown are worthless here. I invite everyone to dance. Labourers, lawyers, shirts and gowns all make their little trance. This life is full of random deaths and heaps of grief and shame. So few are soothed by accident, you want someone to blame. Fire, plague and strange disease, drowned, murdered or, if you please, a long fall down the basement stairs. None are expected, no one cares. I often must work very hard, sweat running down my skin. After the dance, I then must rest, and the eating can begin.
Wow.
Time to eat. Death is the ultimate equalizer. All have the right to be eaten.
Get in line, creatures. Don't push. All will be served, so to speak.
Wicked thing. Feasting while Wonderland is destroyed.
I'm not the enemy you seek, Alice. I tried to hide this bit of Wonderland from that beast. Appeasement's never clean. We must all play our assigned roles. Are you a pawn or a queen? An idiot or a practiced fool? However this turns out, consider the prospect that you've been misled, Alice. Then ask, by whom?
Oh no! Who set that bloody train in motion? Where has it come from?
It arrived when you arrived, and it's more horrible even than you could currently imagine. The death of a dream caterpillar may know how.
What was that? It? Oh my god! Oh, I am starting to get a little upset with this game. We've gone through 2 chapters with no boss fights.
What? Oh, the blood in my mouth tastes like bile. Where's the brute that hit me, Nanny?
Nasty prat's out cold. Not dead, and more's the pity.
What did he want?
What they all want. Money didn't earn. What were you thinking, butting into that mess? You could have been killed.
Nanny, my mind's in pieces. I still have terrible visions, and I need to know.
About the fire. Same as always. You need to move on, Alice. So do I. Well, at least she's not spewing that asylum nonsense. My past is dead. I killed them. I should have saved them. I should have died. Her mind was in shambles. Radcliffe thought familiar faces would bring her round. After a year, he lost interest in her inheritance. Greedy sod. Still, always asking his bizarre questions. Heavy dose of madness, I'd say, but honesty's never the best policy in this life. When she wasn't comatose, she gaped, eyes like pinwheels, drooled, occasionally squeaked. Never uttered a sensible sound. And like the child she was, she kept her secrets close.
That is fascinating. I am still pretty pissed that we've gone through 2 chapters.
Gone off some lurkers, common as cockroaches. And those poor tykes are food for perverts, like the blameless ants that wasps consume or spiders' feeble prey.
I just wish there was an actual boss fight, an actual conclusion.
You visited my room at Rutledge. What were you...
Recall that? Radcliffe paid me for a bit. A woman alone sometimes does what she doesn't particularly feel like doing, as you know.
Nurse Whitler said you'd fallen on hard times.
I'm no drunk like her. I'm hurting no one. Booking's not a bad life.
Except for the pimps. She also said you might have my rabbit. Please, Nanny, talk about the...
Damn fire. Never seems to help. Look, Alice, I can't give you what I don't have. Radcliffe wrote the inquest report. I'll take you to him. Besides, he's got your damn rabbit. You should remember that.
All right, but Mr. Radcliffe's useless.
Don't I know it?
Yeah. I don't want to talk over people. Give me control. Oh, I have no camera control. Yeah, I don't want to talk over the peoples, but I do have to say I am fairly disappointed that once again we're looking at another chapter without an actual boss fight. But what can you do about it? So, onwards and upwards, I guess. Seems to be a crowd over here. I'm sure this might be it. Ah, interesting. A couple of undertakers who apparently also like to be chimney sweeps. We've got the penguin hanging out. Maybe it's Batman. Batman's dead. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Apparently he puts the LLB in the LL Bean.
Who is it?
Alice Liddle, Mr. Radcliffe.
Ah, you're back. I suppose you better come up. Mind the latch.
Interesting. I didn't know that the 19th century had audio or audible doorbells, if you will. So this is interesting. All of the mirrors are dusted over, and I imagine that was to overcome graphical capabilities, but American McGee's Alice did not brush over the mirrors. You can see reflections, and that's one of the puzzles in the game. Two of them, actually. What can we learn about Mr. Radcliffe? He is very into Eastern Asian art. Interesting. Sorry, I was just checking the time. We're looking pretty good. Let's try to get into chapter 3. Hopefully it won't be as disappointing.
You do have my rabbit.
Forgotten your manners? And what else, I wonder? You abandoned it at Rutledge Asylum, my dear. We've been over this before. In a huff as usual, oozing with attitude and accusatory flummery, I've stolen her rabbit. Ridiculous pretext. She's here about the fire again. All the mad child wants to talk about. My report found her family dead by misadventure. She won't accept it. It goes on and on about her killing memories and her need to know the truth. The alleged truth is, the fire began in the library when the cat knocked over a lamp. The blaze trapped her parents and sister upstairs. Sister Lizzie never even unlocked her door. Died in her bed. The guilty cat always sets her off. She denies it. Makes no sense. It can't be, etc. Agreed. From the outset, Alice was my candidate for the pyromaniac. The girl had a fixation with fire. I once remarked that I thought she might have had a larger role in causing the tragedy. She suffered some sort of psychotic episode.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure...
Did I rip his head off? I wanted to. What's left of my brain will explode. Is it mad to pray for better hallucinations? Perhaps I'm fated to expire right here.
I'm pretty sure she leaves the, yeah, I'm pretty sure she leaves the asylum with her rabbit. Also, the black cat that we just saw in that cutscene was with her. I don't know, it's been maybe a month since I played it. The game wasn't totally impressive by any means, so I've forgotten much of it, which is pretty terrible. Okay, that's our way out. But I do kind of want to continue traversing. That looks like a blood stain, but she obviously doesn't have an interest in it. Makes you wonder how much time has passed. Okay, the door slammed behind me. It's now snowing. Hey! That's the mock turtle. I suspect we are actually in Wonderland. Look at that, we got mushrooms. Half-Life 3 confirmed. I thought that was a giant creature for a second there. She can't attack yet. There's the train. Yeah, if it sounds like I lost a bunch of
This
energy.
ruin. It's corrupting all of Wonderland.
Seeking refuge from the wicked world, perhaps things only look like they've gone to hell.
You're not that good a liar, and I'm not that stupid. But something a bit less calamitous would have been welcome.
This unmitigated disaster is your doing, and it will get worse. Your train keeps a hellish schedule. Get moving. Time waits for no one. The change is
Interesting.
begun.
The train is perfectly capable of terrifying me, Cat. You should find another job. Is there really so little hope?
There's even less, and if fear paralyzes you, we are lost.
Alright, so right off the bat, they're throwing me into a fight, which I'm fine with. I'm still really quite upset about the fact that there was still no boss fight. It's like, what does a girl have to do to get a boss fight around here? Oh. Helps if you remember your controls. Damn it. Off to a great start. Damn it. Come on, girlie. Take that head up. There we go. And let's just go ahead and destroy this thing. I think we're going to meet the caterpillar. Or at least we're going to get high. Yeah, man.
Journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Single step off London Bridge could end my journey.
Failure is your epitaph. I'd hoped you were more courageous.
Okay. Seem to be doing a tiny bit more damage against those guys. So maybe the Vorpal Blade is, in fact, getting more powerful. Oh, 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 oh. Come back. Ooh. Might as well just shoot them up. They're probably pretty hurt right now. Yep. They are not liking that. Looking pretty good. Still really mad about that, the ending of that stage. And before I get going too much further, I'm gonna take a minute to clear my head. I'm just like, why can't they give me a damn boss to fight? So, I'm still enjoying the game. It just feels like every chapter so far of the two have been building up to something amazing, and then we get a cutscene, and then we're back to the real world. So, hopefully that's not going to be the case forever. Hopefully we will see some actual action, but beyond just these regular enemy fights. But if not, it is what it is, and the game is still brilliantly designed. So I will be back for more next time. My name is Ben Davis. You're watching Alice Madness Returns. Come back as we dive further into Chapter 3 right here on Game Taffy. Thanks for watching, guys.